What's going on, guys? This is On the Mark with your boy Marcus Washington, where we talk everything Falcons football. This is kind of not Falcons related, but Falcons related. Um, so we find out yesterday that Matt Ryan, former quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, uh, was benched. Now, once upon a time, let me tell you guys a little story about myself. What's going on, Epic? I used to be in this group on Facebook, big Atlanta Falcons football group. Um, and we used to go back and forth about Matt Ryan. Um, Ryanites, which is what Falcons fans called Matt Ryan fans who thought Matt Ryan could do no wrong, thought that the problem with the Falcons was not Matt Ryan. It was everybody else. It was the offensive line, coaching, offensive coordinator, defense, general manager, water boy, whatever, never Matt Ryan. So Matt Ryan gets traded for, I think, a fifth round pick after the Deshaun Watson debacle. Um, and he wanted out. So the Falcons sent him to a contender at the time in the Indianapolis Colts, right? Everybody thought that Matt Ryan was going to succeed. I remember sitting there saying, Matt Ryan in a year or two will be a backup. This was last year when I said this. Now people are talking about Matt Ryan just fell off a cliff. No, he didn't. Matt Ryan has been falling off of this cliff for the last 3 to 4 years. So we're going to break down some numbers here. Now he gets benched by a guy they drafted in Sam Ellinger. And Frank White just pretty much said, hey, listen, we were going to bench Matt Ryan with or without the shoulder injury. That speaks volumes. Volumes. Let me put on my music here while I get into this. So let's go to Yahoo Sports. Give me a second. Matt Ryan benched by Colts, who will turn to Sam Ellinger at QB. Matt Ryan didn't even make it to week 8. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I said he probably will start this year, but they're going to bench him the next year. They benched him before week 8. So the head coach, when he says that he's going to bench Matt Ryan, he talked about how they didn't protect Matt Ryan. How the offensive line didn't protect Matt Ryan. Now, if you're a Falcons fan, you've heard this for years. But ain't it funny? Before he got there, the Colts O-line was supposed to be a top flight offensive line. And our offensive line was supposed to be the trash one. But if we go look at it now, according to, where am I at? Pro Football Network. Atlanta's offensive line is in their second tier. Atlanta's averaging about 140 to 150 rushing yards a game. Same offensive line, by the way, that Matt Ryan played behind. Same exact line. So we can't blame the offensive line. Matt Ryan is not that unlucky where he goes from a bad offensive line to a great offensive line, and then the great offensive line turns bad, and the bad offensive line that he left turns great. Let's look at some of these numbers so I can show people that Matt Ryan has been falling off a cliff. Matt Ryan, his last year with the Falcons, the offense was ranked 26th. Mind you, Matt Ryan was in his second contract of making over $100 million. The offense was 26th. Defense was 29th. The defense wasn't really that great either. But I just want y'all to pay attention to that number. The very next year, behind the same offensive line, by the way, Atlanta couldn't really go get any top flight players because we were cash strapped because of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. The latter can't even get his hammies to the game no more. Julio might as well retire after this year. He spends more time in street clothes than a uniform. But don't worry, because Matt Ryan going to be right there with him. So let's look at this year. Now, our offense was 26th last year. Through 8 games, our offense is 12th. Our offense is 12th behind this same offensive line and Marcus Mariota, who has, I don't think Marcus Mariota has a 300-yard game yet. They're 12th. Hell, even the defense got better. They're 24th. Now, let's take a gander at the Colts. The Colts last year, with Carson Wentz, without Matt Ryan, they were 9th in offense and they were 9th in defense. And they ran Carson Wentz up out of there. Right? This is the reason why Matt Ryan got benched. Let's look at this year. This year. Now, mind you, their offensive line is supposed to be top flight now. Their offense is 30th. Their offense is 30th. So they're 4 spots worse than we were last year. The only difference is Matt Ryan. That's the only difference. This man has been falling off a cliff for years. The Atlanta Falcons have not had a winning record since 2017. Last time I checked, Matt Ryan was here 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. You know what that means, family? In all those years, we started out with a losing record. With a guy, mind you, we were paying $100 million to. So let's look at Matt Ryan. Let's look at Matt Ryan's numbers for this year with the Colts. They're awful. They're god awful. Let's see. Matt Ryan has 9 interceptions. How many touchdowns? He has 9 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That's not good. He's taken 24 sacks. So he's getting beat the hell down. But I mean, Matt Ryan always takes sacks. Over in Falcons world, we know he's going to take a sack on 3rd down. So he's taken 24 sacks already. Let's look at last year when he was in a Falcons jersey. How many sacks did Matt Ryan take? Matt Ryan was said, God damn. It can't be. Hold on. Let me go back and make sure I'm in the right column. Okay, I'm in the right column. He was sacked 40 times. 40 times last year. With 11. He's got 11 fumbles this year. So he's been sacked 24 times already with 11 fumbles and 9 interceptions. He had 12 last year. So when you talk about falling off a cliff, Matt Ryan wasn't good last year. He had 20 touchdowns against 12 picks, sacked 40 times. He can't run. Matt Ryan will take a sack. Matt Ryan will throw to the other team. But let's go even further. Let's go to 2020. People act like this just happened. No. In 2020, our offense, middle of the road, was 16th. We did have Julio. We did have Calvin Ridley. So that helped him out a little bit. Defense wasn't that far behind, 19th. Let's see. Matt Ryan. Okay, 26 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. He got sacked 41 times. Y'all are noticing a pattern here. Oh, if they wouldn't have benched Matt Ryan would have cleared 50 sacks easy this year. Easy. He's always taking sacks. Now, some of these weren't his fault. However, a lot of these were. So in his last 2 years with the Falcons, this man took 80 plus sacks. Behind a terrible offensive line, by the way. So we're being told, right? That's what we're being told. Offensive line was absolute ass, right? But mind you, our offensive line this year is in the second tier of offensive lines. So let's look at Hold on. Let me go back to 2022. All right, let's look at Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota has been sacked 17 times. Now some of these are on Mariota. I was screaming at the TV like I used to scream at Matt Ryan. Get the ball out of your hands. And the fact that a lot of mobile quarterbacks are going to take sacks. Joe Burrow, now Joe Burrow has a terrible offensive line. But you're not going to sell me on the fact that the Colts went from having a great offensive line to a trash one in a matter of a year. With Jonathan Taylor as the running back. I've been telling people this. You cannot win with a guy like Matt Ryan. His arm has been shot. And see, this is what I don't get about some of these sports writers now. They're coming out the woodwork like this is a shock. Oh, Matt Ryan's arm looks shot. How many Falcons games have y'all watched? Bro, his accuracy was horrible last year. It was horrible. Matt Ryan was cheeks the majority of last year. So there's a thing going on in Denver where Pete Carroll is getting praised for getting off of Russell Wilson, right? Because Seattle is number one in their division now, and Denver just absolutely looks like a dumpster fire. Russell Wilson looks like a completely different player. And they gave praise to Pete Carroll. But maybe we should start giving praise to Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, they didn't want Matt Ryan, but they couldn't get off of him because of their contract. But as soon as Deshaun Watson became available and Deshaun gave him the call and said, hey, I want to come home and play. Oh, they threw Matt Ryan to the side. It took $230 million guaranteed by Cleveland to get Deshaun Watson in a Browns jersey. But look how quick Atlanta was ready to move on from Matt Ryan Then Matt Ryan got in his feelings. I want out. Yeah, I know I'm butt cheeks, man. I know I'm butt cheeks, but I want out. So they said, man, we'll do you a solid. Hey, Colts, give us a 5th round pick. Y'all can have him. And then they signed. They literally, as soon as they traded Matt Ryan, they had Mariota on the phone. So maybe Arthur Smith needs to get some of this Pete Carroll love. Because the Falcons weren't really a playoff contender this year. Nobody thought the Falcons were going to be, a good, solid team. But they're damn sure exciting to watch. More than the Colts. We all saw that Thursday night game between the Colts and the Broncos. We saw that. Bro, that was an embarrassment. That was an absolute embarrassment. And Denver had every opportunity to win that game. They gave that game away. The only way Matt Ryan won that game is Denver gave it away. So he got bent. I gave Matt Ryan a year. They benched this boy before week 8. Now, they got him on I think it's a 2-year contract. Matt Ryan might get cut next year. And it's to the backup. He's going to be a backup, like I said. Ryanites wanted to fight me tooth and nail. Man, you just hating, man. Matt Ryan, the best quarterback we ever had, man. Look at these stats. Super Bowl MVP. And look at these stats, man. Look at these yards. Since 2017, the Falcons have had a losing record. Man, look at these stats. This stat Ryan, man. Trash. None of that equated to wins. Then he gets to Indiana and gets worse. He was already bad. But I'm like, damn, Matt Ryan gonna have an offensive line. He gonna have a good running back. They got a so-so defense. They might be doing something. And then I watched them tie with the Texans. And I'm like, whoa, bruh. The Texans? I can't even give you 3 starters off that team. How y'all lose to a JV? How y'all tied to a JV team? Y'all was projected to be at the top of your division, bruh. Then you lose to Jacksonville. Jacksonville took the top off y'all. That whole division just taking turns banging you. Tennessee got a piece of you the other week. But people want to act shocked now. When Matt Ryan went to the Colts, oh yeah, Pat McAfee. I like Pat McAfee. And Pat McAfee is a Colt. Boy, did y'all see how quick Pat McAfee turned on Matt Ryan? When the news came out, they had turned on Matt Ryan so quick because they knew that Matt Ryan was cheeks. But in the offseason, though, they contenders. I'm sitting here laying back and I'm like, bruh, y'all know who y'all about to get. But shout out to Frank White and Jim Irsay. They said, no, we can't do a whole season of this. We can't do it. See, Arthur Blank had us walking through the coals with this guy. Irsay said, nope, nah, get him up out of there. Get him up out of there. Put the rookie in, man. I can't watch no more of this. Put the rookie in. Well, he's making a lot of money. Put him on the bench. Well, he's due 17, 18 million. Put him on the bench. We'll cut him. We'll cut him in the offseason. We'll take that loss. That's how bad Matt Ryan. And finally, a team saw this and took action. Atlanta had been dealing with this for years. At least ways when we lose now, it's like, okay, man, we in a rebuild mode, man. But it's hard to lose when you got a guy who done re-upped on another 150 piece. The stuff going on with Russell Wilson out there in Denver. There's a lot of criticism because of what Russell Wilson is making. Man, you making too much to go out there and look like hot dog water. Look at what, man, we gave up the farm for you, Russell. Look at the two guys holding up our cap. Even now, next year they get off the books. But right now they on the books. One of them benched, and another one's hammies are on the shelf. These two guys, when they left Atlanta, they might as well had retired. Because Julio's most likely going to get cut. And ain't nobody going to want to touch him or them hammies. And Matt Ryan about to turn into Russell Westbrook in the NFL. He's going to be the Russell Westbrook of the NFL. The guy ain't accurate. Guy arm shot. Gonna take a sack. Oh, man, if a defensive lineman gets to him, if he breathes on Matt Ryan, he falling. I've said this for years. When you see Matt Ryan with that deer in the headlight stare, just go ahead and count that as an L, bro. When you see that stare, it's an L. You might as well, you know what, man, listen, don't even stress yourself out, man. This is a loss. And Matt Ryan is 37. So next year he'll be in his 38th season. He'll be 38 going into his 16th season. Ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that. He's a backup. So I hate to tell these Ryanites, I told you so. But I told you this years ago. Y'all didn't want to believe it. He gonna go to Indiana, man. He gonna win a title. If they do, he gonna be a backup. Like I said. But I can't, man, listen, I don't see no team picking up Matt Ryan. I'm just gonna be honest, bro. But you never know, man. Right now he's, he can be a motivator for an up and coming quarterback. But if that quarterback gets hurt, I wouldn't want to put Matt Ryan in there. Man, Matt Ryan has fell so hard, man. Matt Ryan is third on the depth chart. How you go from being the starter to third on the depth chart? That means you getting cut next year. That's how bad he is right now, bro. And listen, as a Falcons fan, I don't take no pleasure in this, man. But the man bend cheeks. He bend cheeks. So to hear the national media acting like this just happened, bro, look at these numbers. The man's been ass for years. That just goes to show these folks don't be watching Falcons football, man. They see Matt Ryan and they see these stats similar to Russell Westbrook. When Russ was in OKC getting them triple doubles, that's all they saw. Numbers. OKC they getting sent home first round of the playoffs. Go to Washington, all they see is numbers. They get sent home in the playoffs, first round. You get to the Lake Show, though. All of a sudden, they looking at them numbers like, hey, bro, this ain't it. That's what happened in Indiana. And to be honest, his numbers ain't really been that spectacular the last couple of years. A lot of these yards, Matt Ryan be stealing in the fourth quarter because we down. Matt Ryan had games where he's thrown for like $110. And then by the fourth quarter, by the end of the fourth quarter, this man had racked up like 332. Most of it came in the fourth quarter. This has been his MO. This has been his MO, bro. So Colts fans, I'm sorry, man. We sold y'all a lemon. we sold y'all a lemon, bro. Man, in 2019, this man got sacked 48 times, bro. And his touchdown, I mean, he threw 26 touchdowns against 14 picks. Threw for 4,466 yards, though. See, that's what blinds people. The yards. But in 2019, do you care to gander what our record was? 7-9, we went to the house. 7-9, we went to the house. Matt Ryan has thrown. Matt Ryan has thrown for 30 touchdowns. Let me look at this, man. Let me look at this. All right, let's look at the touchdowns. Matt Ryan has thrown for 30 or more touchdowns in his career. Once, twice, 3 times in tape. Or no, hold on. 1, 2. Three times, bruh. 3 times. This man has been in the league 15 years, bruh. He averages about 24 to 26 touchdowns a game, a year. And that was enough for this man to kidnap almost $300 million worth of money from the Falcons. Last couple of years, Matt Ryan been stealing checks. Oh, he definitely stole from the Colts, though. He definitely stole from the Colts. He ain't going to be able to steal from nobody else. Ain't no more magic in this guy's trick bag, man. He's going to be remembered as the quarterback who lost in the Super Bowl. And he had good numbers in the Super Bowl. That was Matt Ryan, arguably, easily his best year. 2016, numbers-wise. Won the MVP and played, you look at the numbers. I think his QBR was 140. But the boy Ben Cheeks. He Ben Cheeks. To sit there, who did I hear? I think it was Keyshawn. Keyshawn was talking about this just happened to Matt Ryan. It just goes to show, fam, they don't watch Falcons football. Just like they weren't really paying attention to Russell Westbrook. They were paying attention to the numbers. Then when he got with a contender, they found out he was a pretender. Now, when this new kid starts playing and he starts playing well, I wonder how much of that they're going to give on the offensive line. If the Colts are still in a pretty decent position to make a run. That's probably why they benched your boy, because they like, listen, we're still in the heat of things, man. But I wonder if the Colts start playing well, all the talk about their offensive line is just going to disappear. Falcons fans, y'all notice ain't nobody talking about our offensive line no more? Not a peep. Ain't nobody talking about our offensive line no more. Last year, that last 5 to 6 years, that's all you heard. Offensive line can't keep Matt Ryan upright. But we seeing this man going to take sacks no matter where he goes. 24 sacks. Man, Matt Ryan was going, man, if Matt Ryan would have, if he would have kept playing, Matt Ryan was going to climb up to about 50 to 55 sacks, bruh. Easy. Now, I'm going to give him some credit. He is a tough dude. Matt Ryan is a very tough guy. But you don't need to be tough at quarterback. You need to be good. That, he is no longer. So, if I was going to offer Matt any advice, bro, just retire. You ain't built for the backup quarterback life. This after the Colts cut you, just retire. Because this is what's going to happen. When they do cut you, you're going to be on a team like the Jets as a backup. You're going to be holding the tablet for somebody else. And God forbid if they get hurt, because you ain't going to take that team nowhere. Only way you going to get a ring is if you sign up as a backup with the Bills or the Chiefs. Or maybe the 49ers. As a backup. They don't even want you throwing the ball. The tape out on you now, bruh. You done fell off a cliff. No parachute. And as a Falcons fan, the whole Deshaun Watson thing was a blessing in disguise. Because before that, if you remember, they were talking about signing this man to an extension. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just eat the money. I was ready for Matt Ryan to get up at it. Just swallow it. Take the fork, just swallow it. So when Deshaun Watson came into town, that they were forced to take it. So now Atlanta is in a great position for the next offseason. Julio's money off the books. Matt Ryan off the books. So now Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith can actually go build their team. We see now Matt Ryan's play was holding his team back. Team is fun. They're fun now. Well, except for that offense. With that defense, my fault. Except for that defense. That defense is... But the offense is exciting to watch. So I'm going to end it with that, man. I was shocked, but not surprised. Matt Ryan is officially, what's going on, Corliss? Matt Ryan is officially a backup. And like the young kid said in The Sandlot, forever. That man ain't getting another starting job, man. And any team that gives him a starting job, y'all own dope. Think about this. They ran Carson Wentz out of Indiana last year, man. They ran him out of there. So you know They had to bench Matt. They had to. What no choice. You can't run Carson Wentz out of here and just keep Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan been ass all year. And the same, what's going on, man? The same talk that Matt Ryan was doing in Atlanta, he's doing in the Colts. Well, guy, we just have to be one. We haven't played a complete game yet, but we're getting there. No, you're trash. You're trash, dog. You're trash. Y'all ain't never gonna get there. Not with you. It got so bad here, I stopped watching this man's post game because you can literally record one and play it the very next week. It's the same spill. But kudos to the Colts because they got tired of it quick. Colts go through fans like strippers go through thongs. Well, they go through QBs like strippers go through thongs. They on like they 7th. Colts ain't wasting no time, man. If you trash, you up out of here, bruh. You up out of here. Since Andrew Luck, they ain't found no luck at that position. Phillip Rivers, that first year, they went to the playoffs. Since then, nothing. So I'm going to make it my business to watch the Colts game this coming week. Because I'm interested to see what that offense is going to look like. If it's anything similar to what our offense looked like after Matt Ryan, they should be in a good place. Dusty says, let me see. If Ritter don't ball out, would you want to go after a top tier QB, Lamar, or would you rather draft a rookie? PSA, I think Ritter will ball out, but if he doesn't, what's your opinion? I'd like to see Ritter. If Lamar falls in your lap, you got the money. So I mean, I'd be hard pressed to say no, but I think Baltimore is going to figure that out. They're not going to let Lamar Jackson walk. I would hope that Atlanta takes that money and go and get some quality pieces on defense. Maybe get another wideout, but I mean, you can always get one in the draft though. You still got Ridley as a trade option, which you're gonna get up off of Calvin Ridley the minute you can. You still, Kyle Pitts will be going into his 3rd year, so you'll probably be negotiating terms with his extension, which isn't going to break the bank. Atlanta's in a good position, man, but we had to get a lot of these guys off the books. We had to get Matt Ryan and Julio off the books. Julio's out of the league next year. Y'all see how Todd Gurley just quietly left? That's how Julio gonna be. He's just gonna quietly leave. Julio might want to play. He might want to play ball, but his hammies don't. His hammies have already retired. So Julio just need to follow suit. But that's it, man. That's it for this special episode of On the Mark. I wish, Matt Ryan the best in his second career. I think Matt Ryan can run for senator. I've always said that, man. Matt Ryan he's a politician. Matt Ryan can retire and go right into politics. Or he can be, a commentator. Take the route that Drew Brees and Sean Payton. I think Matt Ryan would be, a good, color analyst. But he cooked as a quarterback. He cooked. And there's nothing wrong with that. Man, you pushing 38 years old, bro. Y'all can't do what Brady does. Brady's on a different type of crack. And look at Brady's starting to fall off now. Brady is the exception. Y'all are the rule. Look at Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben had fell off a cliff years ago. And he finally had to hang it up, man. I can't do it no more. There's no shame in that. But you're going to go out there for another team. I just don't want to see Matt Ryan be. It's just a fall from grace, man. I'd rather just, take a bow, get up out of here, than start getting passed around the league as the quarterback holding the tablet, the cleanest jersey on the sideline. I'd just rather him retire, man. Your stats, Hall of Famer, you're not first ballot, but they letting anybody in now. So you might be second and third. I wouldn't be mad at that. You ain't first ballot, though. So I'm up out of here, man. Y'all have yourselves an exciting rest of the week. And we will be back on Sunday to discuss the game. Shoot, I forgot who we were playing. The Panthers. Yeah. We'll be back on Sunday to talk about the Panthers game, man. With that being said and done, I am out. Peace.